Welcome, everyone. We are in the semifinals of the Salt Throne tournament that has been run by Lannister. And today we have game two. In game one, GVX finished first, and I think Holyboss in second. So now we're going to see GVX is in the first position, Holyboss in second position, Sunny D in third, and Alpha in fourth. And from what I've been told, Alphanova has a lot of an uphill battle to get through to this round. The top two will advance. So I guess we'd have to see an inversion of the tables. Alpha first, Sunny second, and Holyboss third for him to get through, something like that. And then it goes to tiebreakers most likely. So we'll get going here. And yeah, good luck to everybody. Alphanova is going to pick up a Tessia in fourth position. This is very common now. Tessia, Ilban, even sometimes like a Beast in fourth are great. We'll see what Sunny picks up. This should be an exciting game. All of these players are very good. GVX has already won the Water of Life Open, so GVX is one of our tournament champions. We have a Beast in third position, very scary actually. A Beast in third position for a lot of combat pressure. Let's see what Holyboss picks up. I'm gonna guess if this is not a Baron, it's probably gonna be maybe Alito in second position. Let's see. We haven't even looked at who's up. So we do have Baron. Oh, there is a Hundro. There's a Romber for someone who wants to be a little bit, tricky. There's an Ekaz as well. The row is not really Ekaz fodder. There's a Piter, Weirding Way, Assassination Mission, Space Travel Shani. He's gonna go with the Hundro. There's also a Face Dancer and a Twisted Mentat, so that's pretty scary. The Face Dancer is very good, especially if you're like a Leto or something like that. But Leto's not available. Baron in first position, and we're off to the races. The Holyboss is going to pick up a Dispatch and Envoy or Gruesome Sacrifice. Probably going to pick up the Gruesome Sacrifice here. That is a good choice, and he's most likely going to get that other one back right away. And a very odd hand. Odd hand for our second position player. Experimentation over to Smuggle for the Baron. We're going fast. Fold space for Hundro. And the Beast is probably going to send in here, or are they going to go for some spice? Our tech, we have Chomurky, we have Minimic Film and Detonation Devices. I think it's actually been, players have started to go away from picking up Minimic Film early with Beast. It just sends you down a weird path when you'd rather be going combat if possible. And our first skirmish is a point with the water, second place. And Tessia is going to Wealth. Wealth makes a lot of sense. You got to get your Swordmaster, and Swordmaster is the meta right now. And there is the Dispatch and Envoy pickup for our GVX. He sends a troop in. He's not really looking to get first place here because obviously Beast could have his ring and could just wreck your face, so not worth it. Yeah, okay, we've got some spice here. Imperial Basin for Hundro. Hundro always wants to pick up at least one spice if their opening hand doesn't have the ring, so that next round they can ring. They're going to be able to ring up and then down if they want to immediately, which isn't bad. They can also just simply fold space and then go interstellar, which is probably better. Beast is going to pick up Minimic Film. That's interesting. Okay, so we just like to have the extra bit buy here. So that puts them up to 5 buys. So the Piter is on the table, and so is Chani. Arakeen for Tessia picks up a dagger. And Tessia is getting a little feisty. Tessia is sending in. It's going to be a water for Tessia. And the Baron is going to reveal for a 2 persuasion. And is just going to pick up what now? Probably this Face Dancer, maybe. Let me fix my screen. There you are. All right. Reveal for GVX. Oh no, he's not going to. Assassination Mission. Interesting choice. And a 5 persuasion for Holyboss. Gonna pick up this Piter, I'd imagine. Piter very strong. Although Chani's not bad, especially if you're Hundro. There is a shifting allegiances here. But that competes with your spice use, so that's a difficult choice for Hundro, unless you're going to go heavy into spice. Not an easy choice. I'd say Beast will be very happy to pick up any of these. Beast now has 5, can pick up this Stilgar. We'll see if he picks up Stilgar. He's thinking here. There's a bunch of good options. There's the Face Dancer. No one's chosen the Face Dancer, but I do like Face Dancer. Stilgar, the Shifting. There's still Space Travel. There's Shawnee. There's Weirding Way, and a lot of people really value Weirding Way highly. So we'll see what he goes. I'm going to go with Stilgar. I think that's the right choice, especially if you're going combat. You're going to lean heavily into combat. Gives you access to extra water for still suits and for hardy warriors. The row has been wiped, and there's a Sayadina, Sardaukar Legion, a Treachery, Smuggler's Thopter, and Esmar shows up. So that's interesting. Alpha's got 3 Persuasion. Probably going to pick up this Saya. I think that this is usually... It's interesting. Sayadina, very strong, but at the same time, it funnels you into this very odd gameplay where you have to spend almost all of your water. And you don't really want to do that. Actually, that's interesting. Sardaukar Quartermaster shows up. So he's going to take the Saya. Is he going to pick up anything else? He's not. They're going to pass, go to combat. And Holyboss is going to lose 2 of his troops. All right. So the battle is resolved. They're going very fast. Make sure that they're getting the rewards. Point for the beast. Yep. First act for Holyboss. Now, Holyboss's hand is leading combat, and he's gonna... So he's not gonna avoid combat here. It's gonna be a little awkward because he really does want to hit Fold Space and then shipping this round. Because he can ship up 2 and then down 1 right away. There's a Sonic Snoopers, there's a Chomarchy, and detonation devices. I'm guessing he's still going to take the Solari. That puts Tessia 5 away from a potential Swordmaster early. So Tessia with maybe like a Great Flat into Conspire seems very reasonable. And here we go with Beast. Sunny D going to pick up a little bit of shipping here, a little money. Sunny with a good hand. Everyone has a good hand. Everyone's been good hands. The Baron now finally has his access cards. Actually had an access card with Dispatch, but that got blocked by Beast last round. So we're probably going to see... Oh, are we going to see a block here? This will be interesting. So you're hampering your own ability to use Sayadina if you do this way, but you're helping if you do the other way. But you know Baron really wants to go there. Do you just let Baron get it? It's going to be a huge block if Baron can't get there this round, because then his options dwindle. But you're also hurting your own game, so you have to really make sure you win this combat if that's what you're up for. You know Beast played his dagger, so that's okay. He is going to go for the Hardy Warriors. Puts him up to 8, looking at a 9 for combat for Alpha. He might throw some more, and he might commit more troops if he gets a chance, if he goes to Carthag. I don't know if that's the right... I think he's probably good with 9. Options here for everyone are kind of let this happen and limp in with 1 troop. Baron's options go Wealth. What else? You could... What else could you do? Go get some spice. Why not? There's a Chomarchy up there. He's going to get water. Okay, water works. Make sure GVX gets rid of that card too. Have a nice, delicious beverage for this cast. Also, thank you all for watching and tuning in and enjoying our content. We really appreciate it. He is going to go for the spice. All right, that makes sense. I like this play. Throwing the 2 in is a little bit like saying, I bet Beast's not going to go in, but you know he is. Or maybe not. I don't think it'd be really worth it, would it? 3 troops. He could do it with 2 if he looks in Red's discard pile, but I don't think he's going to bother. Or maybe he will. He's got to look. If he looks, he's going to know. He's not going to look. Okay, so, I mean, I guess it just depends on whether you wanted to have 2 water or 1 water, whether you're satisfied with 2 water for one troop, or, I mean, sorry, if for 1 water for 1 troop. Can't talk. And he is going to hit Karthak here. I'd actually be surprised if he hit Arakeen. Alpha is who I'm talking about. I'd be... Yeah, I mean, you could do Karthag. You're probably fine here, but what you might want to do is actually go and research, because you're guaranteed to get this combat at this point. Just looking around, right? But then you got to replenish your garrison. You definitely need some more intrigues. So he's not going to throw another one in, is he? Oh, he's throwing another one in. Well, that's that's a little greedy. I think that's a little greedy here. There's no other way anyone can really capitalize on that. I guess Red could throw everything in if they went to Arakeen. That's the only other thing. Interesting. Chom shares is the pickup for the Baron. Baron is poised to have a very strong mid game. We'll see if they actually end up getting Hardy Warriors next round. They're probably going to look for it. It's going to depend on whether it's a good combat, if it's a point or bumps or anything like that. Subject X shows up in the Tlilaxu row. And let's just look at the board here. So Baron's close to getting their Swordmaster. We've got Hundro, who is the only one with access to interstellar shipping at the moment. It's looking very strong. I'd right now say Holyboss is slowly pulling ahead. Beast, however, already has a point from combat and a decent deck. Starting to get their deck going. Tessia needs to do a little bit of work. That Saidina is a point engine, but it's going to take a lot to get going. If only that Chowny stuck around. They do have atomics, so if they get a little frisky, they could use that. Best card in the game right there, From the Tanks. I actually really like From the Tanks. It is an underrated card. Just being able to immediately replenish your garrison, there's quite a lot of value in that, but you really have to cut out a lot of cards to make that work. If you have a lot of graft cards, it is stellar, though, let me tell you. Go for that if you have a lot of graft cards. Or even like 2. 2 is fine. And if you're Oben. All right, and anyway, we're moving along. The Beast buys a Smuggler's Thopter. Maybe a little optimistic with this 2 influence. Did they pick up something else that mattered for that? Not really. They don't have... They didn't get this Treachery. That would have been nice. Only 3 to buy, obviously. Sorry, 4 to buy this round. Tessie is going to pick up... Oh, an Imperial Spy. I don't know what the plan is for that. Ooh, there's a Voice and a Lisan El Gaib. I like that card too. And Voice is, of course, very strong in the hands of a very master player like GVX. It is a force. Mom's in there. But no one with the persuasion to pick up Mom yet. 6 is that threshold, right? That important threshold is a little bit difficult to pick up. 5 is a little easy, but 6 is so much harder than 5 to pick up. It's just strange that that's how it works. All right, action is on the Beast. The Beast does pick up their Smuggler's Thopter in this hand. That doesn't help all that much. They still don't have access to interstellar shipping, so they're going to smuggle, and they're going to get their Solari. If they get their Solari, they get Baron Swordmaster. And a first position Swordmaster is kind of nuts. Okay, they're giving GVX Swordmaster. Okay, here we go. Tessia is going to have to find a way back into this game. They're starting to get a little behind. They do have that combat point, which is nice. Gonna have to get a couple more points elsewhere. Some work to be done on that Tleilaxu track as well. It's not sure what they want to do, whether they want to ship. If they smuggle, if they use the ring into Interstellar, meaning they go up to the second level and get the friendship with the guild, they'll have first action next round, but they also give up the ability to use their Saiyadina this round. So my guess is they probably want to Mentat here. They are going to be in some trouble with actions, and they need to go last. Other options, there's not a whole lot else going on here other than you need water. You're not super close to getting water. So yeah, I guess Saiyadina is just going to be played for influence this round, maybe? Yeah, that seems about right. I think I still would consider shifting up and down with Fremen and up with the spacing. This gives him 3 spice as well, which is pretty good. So down and up. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Yep. And discards to get an extra spice. Puts him up to 4 spice. Very nice. Did you get your spice? There you go. And now he's in the market for some pretty spicy tech. Some Chamarki. Chamarki is a great tech, especially when you're playing a tight game and everyone's about the same level of skill. And here comes the Baron. Hello. Hello, I think you got ahead of yourself, sir. Okay. Is this a round where Beast is going to try to buy high? So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they dagger and try to pick up Mom, that would be a pretty big play. They don't have any other BG cards yet, but here's, yep. I mean, he voiced the only space that he could go to, or the space that only he could go to, so that's good. Maybe just to not BM everyone. The alliance is picked up for Hundro. Hundro looking pretty strong here. The alliance is anything but solid. And what has Beast in store for us? I just think you buy here, right? Your turn is... No? Okay. Maybe he goes Arakeen? The other option would be like Arakeen to pick up a Persuasion. Or 2, potentially? Oh, he's looking for Carthag. Okay, he's looking for Carthag. So that makes sense. I mean, you need your intrigues, you know, eventually. But I also think that it's probably just... Oh. Okay, I mean, that also works. Get 5 spice, no problem. And probably a 6th here. Fairly easily. Alright, the reveal is for 3 for Alpha. And does Alpha pick anything up? No. He's just going to use it to get a beetle. Everyone's even on the beetles. Holyboss is a little ahead with 3 more specimens. Do all that research. What are Baron's options here? Baron is out of resources and and cards are a little bit sparse. So probably going to hit up tech negotiation here. Yep. Goes up to 2 persuasion. That'll get him the needed Arrakis liaison. I don't know what else he'd want to do with that, but yeah. All right, Holyboss has atomics on the mind. He's got 4. He doesn't have 5. Oh, what a hit! Clandestine meeting. Does he? He does have the face dancer. Clandestine meeting is great. He doesn't have enough for eyes. He's got an other memory potential, and there's a Swiss Army sister. What does he choose? Oof, this is a good point. I think you do take Clandestine. Yeah, Clandestine makes a lot of sense with your build. Yep. It's basically just a better convincing. Now you can start trashing convincings out of your deck. Very, very strong. We also see that Thufir has shown up, and that's nice of him. Beast is going to pick up this other memory and be happy with it. Might be eyeing up the sister too. Oh, there also is a embedded agent. What does Baron do? Baron's not picking up anything. Oh, Baron picked up a Arrakis liaison and got the rewards. The rewards are quite nice. This Secret Fortress is okay. The favorite subject is very nice. I love having an extra Emperor influence in my hand so that I can get up to that near top or that near reward level, the bonus level, and then throwing that down and tossing more troops in. That is a really nice surprise. It is Alpha's turn to act, and I am assuming this is going to be a still suits for a point. Actually, technically 2 points. 1 for the friendship and 1 for Sayadina. And if you didn't believe that this would work, it's starting to look like the engine is online. Indeed, he's going to end up getting the bonus from this track, which is a water. So the combo is looking very good. Baron's got a ton of stuff in hand. He's going to have to toss something or use it. I'm guessing he's going to use this Emperor influence. Or he's just going to say, come at me. Nope, he is. Okay. Yeah, these are too good. I guess it'd be the worst thing that you can grab is the Secret Forces, so there's that. All right. Still action on GBX. Is he thinking about something? What's he thinking about? Is he thinking about playing Ixion Probe? 2, 4, 5, 6. He's got enough for most of the high value cards in the game. What is the Ixion Probe going to get you? Okay, draw. All right, you kind of... All right, if you're looking for experimentation cards, then you've got one. Obviously, he would probably know that was in there if he was tracking his deck. I am not tracking his deck because I'm not going to do that. Sorry. And we're up to Holyboss. Holyboss has got interesting and probably a little clunky of a hand. He really wants to play this fold space, but where does he want to go now? He really just wants to go to get the Swordmaster. So, right, he's going to do Swordmaster. That's the only option I'd see for him. He also could smuggle, but yeah. Makes sense. Now Beast has a spooky hand, but this isn't the spooky combat you really want it to be there for. So I'm guessing Carthag plus... I don't know. We'll see what he does here. He doesn't have access to the factions except for Fremen. Okay, he's going water. He's threatening Hardy Warriors. Now, everyone should probably be thinking, okay, he doesn't have access to inner or to Highliner. He doesn't probably want it anyway, although he might just do it just for the sake of doing it. Highly doubt that. Okay. Thinning the deck for Alpha. Alpha looking very good here. He's just thinking here for a second what he wants to trash. Because he's going to have to trash one of the cards from his hand unless he really wants to get rid of his access card. No, it's going to be the dagger. That makes sense. Drawing 2 goes up to 2, 3, 4, 5 persuasion. That's enough for Thufir. Thufir is nice. Embedded Agent is also beautiful for his deck. Here's Smuggling for the Baron. Now, Baron has their Swordmaster. Hundro has Swordmaster, and it's up to yellow and blue to see who's going to get the next one. Looks like it's going to be Beast at the moment. This Embedded Agent, if it ends up coming back around, will help out Alpha to get that Swordmaster, but it might be a turn too late. Might be a round too late, excuse me. Not a turn, but a round. And back to Holyboss. Holyboss is going to Secrets. Wow, that's a very good pickup. That guild authorization will keep him safe for the time being. And Stilgar for Still Suits. Or sorry, for Hardy Warriors. He's going to pick up... Does he want this combat? No, nobody really wants this combat. The only person who wants this combat is Alphanova. And he's not getting anything in it. Here's a reveal. Here's a... Embedded Agent, I would imagine. Embedded Agent is just the best card up there. You could also maybe hedge on the Eyes. Eyes is a pet card for a lot of people. It's very, very strong. Oh, he's going to go for it. Oh, was that worth it? He's got a Treachery. Treachery is pretty good for Tessia. He is in the lead right now. Let's see what he does here. Oh, this guild. What is his name? Guild Ambassador. I don't know about that because there's just so many good options here. And you just, if you take this, you're basically denying someone else and putting a bad card in your deck. It's fine. It's going to get you what you want. Oh, he's going to do it. I don't like this choice. And the reason I don't like this choice is because what you're doing is you're cluttering your deck with cards that don't have persuasion. And you're setting yourself up for a high persuasion build with this Sayadina. There were no Fremen to get, but I think the Treachery was just a better play. Maybe? Maybe not. There's really no tech to speak of for anybody right now. Everyone's kind of just doing their thing. If we saw some discard fodder tech, then maybe we'd see the Treachery. Expedite is the pickup for Hundro. And apologies, the Baron has gone for High Council. Beast is gonna reveal. Has 5 and is thinking about what he's gonna pick up. The only cards that, I mean, they can pick up almost anything here except for the Treachery. The Keys to Power is very solid. The Dissecting Kit is also very, very good. And he's going to pick up the Dissecting Kit. This card is one of the best cards in the game. Just flat out. It gives you beetles on reveal, and it helps you cull your deck. I almost think that, like, this card costing 2 is just too good. It's on the level of, it's not quite as good as, like, in the Shadows, but it's pretty close. Baron picks up a Study in Melange. Baron has a bunch of extra hidden points. No one else has that yet. All right. GVX has a pretty basic hand, and that's going to conclude. You guys should probably wait until everything's concluded. I know that they probably agreed on this, but it's confusing for people who are watching. You're not supposed to redraw your hand until the end of the combat, and everyone has resolved combat. But a lot of players like to do that very quickly. All right. And so rewards have been taken. The baton has been passed. The worm has been passed. And the Baron is now first position in the combat to Desert Power, which is very good for Tessia. Tessia wants this at least to be second place in this one. I think they'd be very happy if that were the case. They have not shipped really at all. They shipped a little bit. Did they? Maybe not. They might be looking at another wealth play. But, I mean, they're not going to get to Swordmaster this round, so they're going to probably need some other way to get actions. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Alpha going for a Mentat this round. Their hand is not great. Never mind. Never mind. Of course, Beast knows that he couldn't get there, so couldn't get to Swordmaster, so he's just going to take his time and block him off. Now, how does Alpha respond here? Could be a wealth. They don't really want this combat card, do they? They don't care that much. They probably want to trash this card. Yeah, this makes sense. I mean, you want to play this card and you want to get it out of your deck. So trashed, goes up to 7. Solari, draws an intrigue, and it is a poison snooper. You need those in case someone's trying to poison you. Also, in case you want to draw cards. So GVX sitting at 4 points, Alpha sitting at 4 points, Holyboss at 2, and Sunny at 2. It's not going to stay that way. Baron is putting his thumper in the sand, saying this is where I start pulling ahead. 100 is going to trash a card. It's going to be the dagger and draw 2 more, and he picks up a fold space and a convincing. Now has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 persuasion. Pretty good. If he ends up getting this fold space off to tech negotiation, that's a point. That's most likely. I mean, there's, yeah, no, it's 100% a point. So here's Swordmaster for Beast. Now Tessia probably thinking, I just need to get some value this round, get some resources. Just going to look at it. It's a ring. Probably going to draw that. Here is the ring. Ring is for water, and that is not surprising at all to anyone at the table. We should probably be like, oh, well, yeah. Sayadina is coming up in the next hand. 100%. Here is an extra bump with the Bene Gesserit, and Tessia starting to look pretty scary with 6 points. Or sorry, 5 points. Ooh, good pickup for the Baron. Baron's going to win this combat. They're going to throw a little too many troops in here, though, and it's going to be destitute next round. Oh, wow, okay. Like I said, thumper in the sand. 18 power, going to be 19 power. 19 strength. Now, I'd be surprised if GVX, he has a couple of options. He can ship down, which is fine. He could tech negotiate. And I think tech negotiating is the right play. because he's going to get first action next round. So we'll see what he does, but I'm sure he's going to agree here that going for the Spice Bus flow point is more important than getting a bump right now when you're going to get it next round. 100%, right? 6 cards, yeah. So he's going to 100% get the bump from the shipping track. So I'd be surprised if he didn't go to tech negotiation here. I mean, he's thinking, is there anything in my deck worth a damn? Do I need... is there anything that I can draw that would make me very sad? Whoa, I was not surprised. I'm not surprised. No, I am surprised. I'm not sure what's going on here. That, did he draw a card? He did draw a card. One, two, three, 5. He did not draw. From fold space? Don't have to? Oh, okay. Yes, you don't have to draw. You can trash the card first, and then the other effect doesn't happen. That is a interesting high-level play here. He really doesn't want to draw a specific card in his deck. We'll find out what that is next round. I can't remember all of his cards, but we'll get there. Private Army Charisma picked up for Alpha. That's a nice one. Reveal of not much for Baron. Gonna take this combat down, and he does have some backup. So usually the Baron can get to like 6 points and then stall out, but he does have 2 points in hand, effectively. And he's kind of set up for Spice Must Flows. He'll be able to trash some daggers out of his deck next round. Oh, will he? Actually, I don't know if he has any access next round. I think he has 1 extra access card. Okay, Beast is going to research. Master Tactician's a pickup. It's interesting. He might actually consider... Does he know? Yeah, he knows exactly whatever. Well, he doesn't quite know. He's going to throw another troop in. He wants the extra water. Or rather, he wants to keep Alpha from getting the water. I actually think that if I was Alphanova here, I would probably... Oh, this is tough. I might think about playing this army to get the extra water because it's a point in the long run, but that might be too much, because then what if Beast actually does 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, what if Beast actually does play this Master Attack? I don't know about that. This would be a huge gamble if he did that. And he's probably not going to. Treachery, he finally ends up with a Treachery. So that's good for Beast. Sonny needs to pick it up, though. The game is rapidly advancing. He's only at 2 points. He must be looking for Spy Satellite. He is going to play it. I was totally shocked, but I'm not. I thought he might do it. Private Army is played, and he is going to get the water. So that is a huge boon for Alphanova that Sonny does not play this Master Tactician. Interesting play. So Sayadina is live. That's an extra point. That's 6 points. That's 2 points here for Alphanova. One for either for secrets One for secrets and one for the Saidina. So it's 2 points in one action. Very strong. And he could start chasing this alliance if he really wanted to. Though I think he should just take the spice with the ambassador. In any case, it is up to Hundro, our very own Holyboss. Holyboss is going to probably graft. He's got a great hand. Great hand. Signet Ring, Clandestine, meaning Face Dancer and Diplomacy and Convincing. You're just spoiled for choice here. What do? You need resources because it's coming at the third conflict is level 3 conflict is coming up, and that is going to be determined by who has the most spice usually. Usually, not always. But there's been so few combat-centric techs that I think it might actually be whoever has the most spice plus like maybe a combat card. Interesting. So let's see what he does first here. He's probably going to ship. If he goes down, up, and then he pays a spice and goes up. Is that something he wants to do? Is that reasonable? Or he's going to go up, down. Let's see what he does. I'm very interested. I think he's going to be down, up. Down, up, it will be. And pay the spice and go up. Okay. So he's going to get all the things, and he's poised to get it again next round, potentially, if he needs to. Or he could just expedite right now and get 2 bumps, which seems reasonable. He's not going to do it now. He gets his 2. He's going to use it for to take this combat down. Oh, that's smart. Though, do you want to do it now? Or do you save it for next round? Clandestine meeting is going to get him the alliance unless Alpha immediately goes to secrets. I can't see any world where he doesn't immediately Saidina to secrets, but maybe he does. Maybe he thinks, I need to do something else somehow. And maybe he was hoping here that, maybe Alpha was hoping that the Imperial Basin would be taken so he can get 2, and he could go to selective. But here we go. Secrets it is. 2 intrigues, dispatching cannon turrets. Cannon turrets not great here, but that's an extra point anyway with the Saidina. Keys to power played. Gonna go seal off the other BG space, so Hundro is out of luck there. Hundro is out of luck there. Interesting. This battle over the Bene Gesserit alliance could get pretty spicy. Could determine who wins this game if Holyboss can't get it out of the hands of Alphanova. And the Baron is sitting on another point here with an easy point in the Spice Must Flow, an extra point, and Chom shares basically in hand. That puts him up to 7. He has an extra point, which might put him up to 8, but he has to get all the way to the end of the track, and he is not really close to doing that. Hundro's getting the water. Hunter's just getting water. That's reasonable. But his choices are dwindling here. Okay, he's not going to get the water. He's going to get the wealth. That makes also sense. The big problem here is the Face Dancer can only go... It can't go to the BG, actually. I was mistaken there. I thought it could go to BG. It cannot. Anywhere but the Bene Gesserit. So he's hoping maybe to hit what? Still Suits there. Maybe Hardy. Hardy's not bad here for him as well. It's basically 2 bumps if he wins this combat. So 1 for Hardy, 1 for the combat. Okay, Still Suits for Beast. And I'm actually a little surprised Beast is opting to play Stilgar instead of using it for combat, but you know, you do what you gotta do. Mentat for Tessia. And that's going to let them bump up or get 2 spice. They're going to bump up. They're threatening the Spacing Guild. They're saying, you don't have it in you, although he does. And now Baron has to decide what they're doing with their life. They really don't have a lot of options. They kind of have to either go to tech negotiation. Wait, isn't it? Oh, he already went. I'm sorry. My mistake. Hundro is going to go fold space and then threaten this Bene Gesserit alliance, and Alphanova is a little scared here. This is a little scary, especially with this expedite in hand, which he can do on reveal. I'd imagine he's going to play this research here. Nope, he's going to seal off this alliance. No more, no more. No more shenanigans. That's all you get. And it's a little unfortunate, but you kind of expected that with what was drawn. But the choice, and it's not an easy choice to make, to take the 2 spice over the bump with the spacing guild, because you could get there. You never know. But in this specific case, it just doesn't work out. Here's Beast. Beast is researching again. I'm not even sure. He's just getting water everywhere. And there's the treachery, which is ill-timed a little. A little ill-timed. He might actually use this Master Tactician to retreat his troops. I would not be surprised to see that. And what Tessia has to do now is to make sure that they don't lose this alliance, because it's a lot. Is this Carthag? Or is this Siege? Carthag is fine. You can just toss out 1 troop in and you're good. Ooh, there's a beetle. There's a beetle. That needs to get in the discard pile. There it is. GBX to play. We're coming up on the end of the game, like probably 1 or 2 more rounds here. We're on round 6 right now. Baron's still good for a Spice Must Flow. Put him up to 6. Needs to be a little weary that maybe Economic Supremacy doesn't come up. Economic Supremacy right now favors Beast, as they are almost ready to go. The Thopter, though, is not helpful for Beast. I would not be surprised to see Beast retreat 3 troops in this combat. All right. The Alliance did go, of course, with Expedite. And what is Holyboss doing? Okay, yeah, Holyboss is going to pick up another spice-producing liaison. Not spice, but the Spice Must Flow producing liaison. And he's going to probably play this research card, because why not? And he gets his extra point. He's at 6. He's at 6. Alpha's at 6. Sunny's at 3. And GVX is at 5. About to be 6. And that's a lot of troops. That is a ridiculous amount of troops. 2, 4, 5, 6. He only has 6 persuasion, though. What is he going to get with it? Nothing? I don't think you need anything. Your deck is built. There's nothing here for you. Yep. Okay, then Alpha's going to reveal. And wow, okay, it's water producing, Duncan, Idaho. That's true. But there's already 2 cards now in your deck that are bad for Spice Must Flow. So he's not banking on Spice Must Flow. He's banking on something else. Just like going all in on this Sayadina. It's interesting. Spice Must Flow have obviously picked up our Baron, and we're going to combat. Is Sonny going to produce the Master Tactician? He's not. He's going to hold on to it. He's going to let all his troops die. A bloody death in the desert. And first action is to the beast. To ship. Hilarious. He's actually going to give Tessia the double ship if they want. That's funny. How has Tessia not researched at all? There's no research. What's happened here? They've got no Tleilaxu research. I mean, it's not awful. You can win the game without doing that. It's just very strange that it isn't happening. Are we going to see a shift here down? Or are we going to see a shift up? I mean, we're going to see a shift up. The question is where? Secrets up. Doesn't get what he wanted. Is he going down with Spacing Guild? Wait, what? Why'd he get a second one? He has to go up with increase their Emperor. Okay, he's increased Emperor. So he's going for Emperor now. Baron gets to 6. He's holding now Tiebreaker, which at the moment looks okay, but there is a Chamergy in play somewhere, maybe. And GVX is thinking here, I guess the question is, he does need the Solari, but it's going to give something away. He's going to take the Solari instead. I mean, that makes sense. And do it now. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. He's at 7 now. He's starting to pull ahead. He's ahead at the moment. It's looking good. Tessia needs a little bit of help here. All these combat cards, what does that say to you? It would say to me that you're going to go in for combat, but it might bait him into a false sense of security while this rapid mobilization is sitting in the hand of Hundro. And that is a very, very scary thing to see, especially when they have more actions than you do. All right, here goes 2 troops into the combat. That won't be the last of them. We're going to probably see a Highliner this round. And Beast is the Highliner. 7 troops go into the combat. This actually is an important combat to determine whether Beast is going to be in the game or not. We'll see if Hundro is going to bide their time and go for next round. They have 9 persuasion for a Spice Must Flow, puts them up to 7. They need to hit one more thing, one more point, which is Emperor, or they could seal off this alliance. Yeah, Tessia doesn't find what they're looking for, though. They were really looking for that access card. That might have been the last-ditch effort for Alphanova here. They're starting to fall way behind. And now the backup plan is what? Extra water at Siege? That seems like the only thing I could think of doing. Okay. Baron picks up a gruesome sacrifice, has a replacement, reinforcements, excuse me. They're looking pretty scary, but those reinforcements not going to do much here. They're comfortably within Spice Must Flow range. Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. If I was the Baron, I'd consider going to get Shamarky. Shamarky looks very, very appealing when you're ahead. Beast is thinking about throwing some troops in. It will do so, but not that many. They're going to hold their mobilization until next round. Doesn't look like the Baron has enough firepower to get past the Beast, and Beast needs that to happen to stay in the game. So interesting round. Beast is also going to get an extra beetle from this reveal. What do they do with the rest of their time? I actually can get 2 beetles here, right? So they can get one with X3, whatever, 137. 137? Yeah, 137. And they can get one with the reveal from the kit. So that's 2. That's almost a point left. So they can get 2 points here, 1 more next round, assuming they get some way to do that. And then they just have to figure out the last 2 points. And where is this going? High Council? High Council's not a bad shout here. It's not. It's going to be Spice. So looking to win the next combat as well. And that might actually be a problem for Hundro. Getting this Spice puts them... It forces Hundro to commit to Highliner earlier when they might actually want to defend this alliance, which might play into Alphanova's hands. We'll see. We'll see. But right now, Baron's looking very good. Okay, Beast, just making sure that the deed is done. Here's a siege for Tessia. No one is really surprised. Not a lot of endgame points going around right now, which is usually favoring the person who has any, and that's the Baron. Water Peddlers Union and Quid Pro Quo are picked up for the Baron. None of those are very appealing. I mean, the water's fine. Quid Pro Quo is kind of bad. The only thing it's good for is the alliance with the Emperor, which he'll get, possibly. He could get it. The big problem is, aren't all his alliance accesses in his hand right now? So we'll see. Holyboss, Hundro is now probably just going to, what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna research, probably. He can seal off this alliance right now if he researches. Oh, but there's nowhere to go, actually. There's literally nowhere he can go. So he's going to have to reveal. He's going to have to reveal. Maybe he's thinking about rapid mobilization. Is he thinking he can try to win it this round? If he rapids and wins it, the game is over. The game is over. I think he goes for it here. Rapid, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. He puts him at 18, 19. But that's not enough. He's got to think, does Sonny have any daggers in hand? Does he have any combat cards? If he plays Rapid now, he's going to lose by 1 power. This is a hard choice. He's not going to do it. He's holding on. He's holding on. He's biding his time, saying next round, next round. Game's not ending this round. Maybe. Probably. He would have lost. He would have lost this combat. And he would have lost all of his bargaining power with rapid mobilization. There's a pickup. Tleilaxu puppet. And you know what? Sunny's pretty close to getting that to the end of that track. So very possible, very possible. Not super likely as their one of their experimentations has been just played. But they could always go research again. They like doing that. Alpha's revealing, not picking anything up here. Gonna hold this charisma, but actually maybe just play it because you don't want to get your stuff stolen. Yeah, that's a good shout here. This Imperium ceremony is very strong. 3 persuasion's nice. Here's reinforcements. And that is confusing. Oh, he's going to lose 2. Okay, to get the beetle bump. To get a point. That puts him up to 9. That puts him up to 9. Wow. GVX. Alright, resolves. No one wins this round. Points go to Beast, and second place goes to Hundro. Third place goes to Baron. Last round of the game, most likely. 100% last round of the game with a hand like that, Baron. Baron's got a potential... Oh, they don't... Their access card is actually not the access card they're looking for. This doesn't give them access to the Emperor. Interesting that Alphanova is going to go and shuffle and draw here. He's going for Spice Must Flow. He's really all in on this. Doesn't have any other Fremen though, right? So what? He's got to play Saya. I can't believe he didn't just play Saya immediately. That's interesting. It's interesting. Maybe he really did want to go to Siege and then use Saya for wealth. But he might be in... Is he in trouble with that? Because like Hundro also wants to go wealth. Beast doesn't quite care, but it's... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Holyboss is going to go wealth. Nope, he's not. He's... Okay, well, this makes sense too. And we did say that he was going to go all in on combat this round. Everything's going to get in here. There's 100% no way that he's not playing this rapid mobilization this round. It's going to put him up to 22. What is he at right now? 14? 14. Plus 8. Plus his dagger in hand, 23. Can anyone beat that? That's going to put him up to 9. That might not be enough. That might not be enough. I'm not sure anyone can catch the Baron at this point. Can Beast do it? Beast's hand is abysmal. It's just the worst. And Tessia has absolutely no way to trigger this Sayadina's reveal. So they're going to have to play it to still suits and hope it's good enough. They don't need that, though. I mean, they just need a point. That puts them to 8. Where are the rest of their points coming from? Second place? Second place for Baron, maybe? Second, I don't know. We'll see. Sonny's got to be pretty careful here. Tech negotiation gets him to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he also picks up a holo projectors. Holo projectors reveals. Does it reveal anything useful? Holtzman engine, which is good for Baron, and it's good for Hundro. But it's not good for anyone else. It's very possible that Hundro needs that more than anyone else. So they might go and get some spice. And here's a point. Here's a point for Saya. But you know what? That's still not enough. Here's shipping. It's interesting. I guess they're just shipping because they get to the end of the track and that turns on their thing. Whoops, pardon me. Okay, face dancer 2, wealth. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Of course, Alpha didn't have access there. Red doesn't have access there at all. Beast is going to Arakeen, looking for what? Oh, they actually pick up a subject 137, so that's going to get them their next point. And they're going to have to try to convince Holyboss to not play this rapid mobilization. But I don't think that's going to work. This is going to be the end for Alphanova. He's going to get to 9. But it just doesn't have enough. He might have enough for second place, which puts him up to 10, but is that enough? I don't think so. Because it could be a potential 2 points here for Holyboss. Right. Then he wins on tiebreakers. Oof, bummer. And it looks like, at this point, unless Beast pulls some sort of miracle, the Baron's going to end on 10 points, 11 points, and going to win this one. Maybe Holyboss pulls a miracle. That's not bad. Water of Life is pretty solid. He's just going to keep throwing troops in. He's got a rapid mobilization, but he doesn't care. He just wants to keep that as pressure. He says, I have more cards and you can't do anything about it. Although he doesn't have that many cards, but he's got more cards than he would otherwise. This will get him a point. Okay, this is a point for Beast and another point for buying the Spice Most Flow. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. It's not enough. It's 8. He's going to have to play the Tleilaxu puppet for 9. Okay. I mean, that's a point. So that puts him up to 9. Beast is going to end up 1, 2, 3, add 9. Beast is going to end up losing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beast is going to be 4th. Holy moly. That's funny. Baron picked up a Harvest Cells, but it's not going to do anything because there's no troops in combat. They have so many cards that just don't work. It's just 1 extra point. And they can't get their last beetle bump. Oh, that would be 12 points for Baron if they did. They're going to be at 11. Yep, I see. I see it, GVX. That's unfortunate, but I think you're still going through. I think it's going to be Holyboss in first place, GVX in second place. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's going to be... Well, we'll see. Is he going to play this Water of Life? No, he's not. Is he? He's going to rapid everything in. Is he going to... He's not going to play the Water of Life. Okay. He's just keeping Spice for tiebreakers. So, yeah, actually, it's going to be GVX in first, Holyboss, second, Alpha in third, and Sunny in fourth, unfortunately. He's got to play the Tleilaxu puppet for the 9th. Yep. Sorry, buddy. What? The 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. No, what the crap? Well, it doesn't matter. Actually, he actually would have. Did he have enough? 2, 4. Oh, he had that. That's funny. Yeah, you're right. He has enough. So actually, never mind. Yeah, no, I got that right. Okay. So Alpha's gonna get second or third here. GVX in first. Oh, he doesn't have 3 or more. Wait. Holyboss wins it. Does he have 3? Wait. What? I did not think he had enough Solari or spice. Maybe he did. I missed it. Oh, he got the spice. He did have the spice. He had 4. Wow. All right, good game. Good game to Holyboss. First place Holyboss. Second place GVX. Tiebreakers go GVX's way. Alpha's in third, and Sunny is in fourth. Lol. Let's go talk to him.
Did you have this last round?
Hey guys.
Sunny?
Yep.
Hey, good game. Good game. Very, very interesting. Exciting.
Yeah.
That last round, I mean, if you had one more spice.
No, let's not talk about it. I don't know. Like, I don't know why I took sorry. For some reason, I thought I was going to do this. But then...
Oh, sure.
But
Sure.
I had 10.
That's what you... Yeah, you needed that.
So dumb. I guess if I even had done that, I would get this. But
we get a point. Yeah.
So stupid. Whatever. Let's not talk about it.
Well, man, I think he played really well. It was just that last bit kind of like fell apart. But...
Fog.
Yeah. I got to run, boys. GG's. Thanks for the game.
Right.
Good game, GVX.
Hey, take it easy.
All right. Good game, Holyboss. That was quite the last round. I mean... were you debating in the previous round whether you were gonna wrap it that round or not and try to win it? Yeah, you would have lost because
I think I would have. Sonny, did you have this? Did he have this last round?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He would have beat you by 1 strength. It would have been
I feel
pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And Alpha, you had an amazing engine going. Yeah, man.
I made a bad mistake. I didn't realize I had 2 persuasion in my hand, and I could have picked up that 6 cost card for the double bump. That would have been big for me.
Which 6 cost card?
Oh,
you mean treachery?
Yeah,
the treachery and Beast got it instead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think this was a mistake buying this card, even though I know that it was a denial.
Yeah, it was a denial.
It's so hard. Like these 2 cards together.
Yeah, it hurt,
it's just like imagine if you had just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would have been closer.
I don't think I would have had enough to win. It was just too slow of an engine. I don't play with Sayadina very well, and when it fell to me, it was like I had to take it, but I was like, and it just,
you had to.
Yeah. You got a couple points off of it. So actually, you got 3 points. So you did
pretty good.
Optimize it pretty well.
Yeah.
You just got unlucky because you couldn't get a point here, and honestly, I was surprised you ended up getting this alliance back. I thought that was completely lost for a round. I mean, Holyboss I actually had an action, or was looking at an action like down here, but didn't have the water to trigger the bump. Yeah, so that was a little bit unfortunate for Holyboss, but it did fall to you. But yeah, I mean, I think he played really well with it. It's just like I'm surprised a little bit about this card, this pickup. Like
I got out of the late game. So I don't see what you're talking about. what going?
Duncan.
It was a late game.
Duncan.
I was thinking about picking it up like 2 or 3 rounds earlier than that, and then it was like might as well grab it now.
I mean, it's okay. It's just because it gives you water for Saya, which is great. But I mean, it hurts your persuasion so bad. And if you had like 1 more Spice Must Flow, I mean, that would have been second place. So it was close, but it really well played by all, and really exciting game. So
did you see like 2 rounds ago when I went to research station and I drew the treachery that I didn't need, and it was 1 off the the spice? I was so mad. I was like, oh.
Yes, yeah, you were miffed. It looked like you were miffed. Yeah. And then in this round too, like you're like, oh, you're at 8, and then you have to you have to play this, but you don't have to, but.
Yeah,
so you had a couple of redundant things going on that unfortunately didn't work out, but it's still, I mean, it was good on you anyway. Like you got there to where you wanted. It just sort of didn't come together in the last round. I mean, fighting against a rapid mobilization with this many troops, it's not gonna happen.
I lost the last round, even if I didn't break the hand. But yeah.
Yeah, and the hand was awful. Your hand was pretty bad.
It was
Yeah.
it was good, but also like I was just positionally out of turn, right? He was gonna go to even if I drew the
He was gonna go here first. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I was
100%.
Even if I drew max, it's not like I could have beaten him. Plus, he had rapid behind the scenes, so yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of things. That's Dune, right? Sometimes things just sort of fall your way. Sometimes they don't. But yeah, it was really well played. I thought you had a pretty good early game, and surprising you got there. I mean, you were stuck at like 2 points for a long time, but then it's just like 3 points in one round, 4 points in one round.
Like I guess decent early game, decent mid game, but
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I had to catch up with that one double combat win, but that was it.
You needed that. Yeah. I mean, that was what I was saying. Is the only way you're going to stay in the game is if you win that combat. So I mean, you were going to win it no matter what. But the big decision was Holyboss going to go all in that round and try to win the game, or was he going to hold off and try to go for the safe play for the next round? I mean, that was the decision, right? If you went for it, you would have been in big trouble.
Yeah, so, I've been doing that way too much. I've been like all ending on round 7, and I've been
yeah. If you went for it,
lately,
it's been very different. Let's see.
Yeah, definitely.
I think GBX went for it.
Yeah.
Did you have an all-star card? This card's pretty good.
No,
Based answer.
I mean, I had Piter at turn 1. It didn't help me get anything else, but I actually got this off once, which isn't terrible. But we're kind of laughing. This card's a bait the vast majority of the time, but
it's one of these, but a better. Yeah, it's a better convincing argument. I mean, it's cool. Yeah.
A lot of times
I was actually surprised.
Not as good liaison, but yeah.
Also, it's funny because you got that, but you passed this up your first pick.
Yeah, GVX said he would prefer this. I think whatchamacallit, Gruesome's actually, I don't know. I think
it's good.
I rated higher than most people do.
I think this early, it can put you ahead quite a bit. So.
Yep.
So you saw it gave me 4 specimen when everyone else had like 1 and 2. I figured there was a decent chance that I could peel one of the high 3 like a.
Yeah, and that's why you were pinging this thing for a while. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. GVX thought I was going to grab this and hand him something, but it was one of those stagnant, relaxed rows. But
yeah, that's still exciting though. When From the Tanks comes up, like, it's okay.
As soon as it comes up, we're like, all right, well, much for those cards.
Actually, you were one of the only people with draft cards. You could have actually played this card. And it but
I'm never grabbing that after. There's no way. That's just
no. I mean, you would
peel something off. It's yeah.
Maybe in like a casual game, I could see you doing that. But yeah, it's not in a tournament for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
the card's fun, but it's just too risky.
Yeah, especially if this comes up. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. And congratulations. I'm pretty sure with the way things stand that Holyboss and GVX, you are the ones going through the next round. Is that correct?
Yeah, we both got first, second, so it's got to be us.
All right, so first, second, both ways. Congrats to you guys. Congrats to Alpha and Sunny. You guys did great. I mean, you rocked it all the way through. Alpha, you know what? You were my pick to go all the way. You're my ride or die. But you know what? I didn't lose faith. I was hoping the whole time. And we'll see you in the next one, man.
All right, bud. Thank you.
All right, great play, Sunny, man. Yeah, great play, man. It's fun. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one.